My name is Lisa, and I'm the CEO of a wholesale company in the seafood business. It's a busy job with early mornings, but fortunately, I'm blessed with great subordinates. Phew. Noah, thanks for your hard work today.
Thanks, Lisa. It was a busy day, wasn't it?
Yes, but thanks to that, everything sold well.
That's because you have such an eye for quality, Lisa. It's rare for anything to be left unsold.
Thank you. I just want our customers to buy the best products possible.
But still, when the catch is low, it's harder to get good ones.
I know, right? Everyone wants the best ones, so they're gone in no time.
Is that because of global warming? It's a real hassle.
It doesn't seem like winters are getting that much warmer, but it's definitely a hassle.
Oh, that's right. You're always feeling cold, Lisa.
Yes, until I learned to layer up with a rain jacket, winters were miserable.
Those are warm, aren't they? I even sweat in them, even in winter.
I envy you. I can only get warm after moving around a lot.
Maybe I'll look for a good heated vest for you next time. All right then, I'm heading out.
Okay, great job today. See you tomorrow. I get along well with my subordinates, and we work together harmoniously like this. Then one day.
Hello. I'd like to place an order, is that all right?
Thank you for your continued business. What would you like to order?
I'd like to order a giant tuna, like the big ones you see on TV.
Wait, a giant tuna?
Yes, I want to do a tuna cutting show in front of customers. When do you think it could be delivered?
Well, for the size you see on TV, it's not something that's easily available this time of year. I'm sorry, but it's a bit difficult for us to handle.
Is that so? Fine, never mind then, you're useless.
What the? She hung up. Ms. Muchiko is the CEO of a high-end sushi restaurant, recently taking over as the second generation. We've had a business relationship with the restaurant for 30 years since the first generation. But ever since Ms. Muchiko took over, we've been troubled by these kinds of unreasonable requests. And it's not just this. Ugh. I've got an email from Ms. Muchiko.
Oh, from that second generation owner. Is she asking for something weird again?
Fish is too expensive, give us a 50% discount because we're valued customers, that's what she says.
50% off. Is she trying to put us out of business?
Ugh. I guess it just shows how out of touch she is with our situation.
Man, and yet she's still the CEO. Must be pretty lenient over there.
The first generation never did anything like this. Finally, Ms. Muchiko started demanding prices lower than our wholesale rates. As this continued to happen, I decided not to reply to her emails but to explain the situation in person. So, Noah and I visited Ms. Muchiko's sushi restaurant.
Oh, welcome. For the CEO to come in person, it must be good news, right? Did you bring a contract or something for a 50% discount?
No, that's not why we came today.
We came to explain the situation in the seafood industry to you, Miss Muchiko.
The situation in the seafood industry.
These are the circumstances in the seafood industry.
Given our long-standing relationship, we're already offering you better prices than elsewhere. Therefore, we cannot lower the prices any further, let alone offer a 50% discount. Noah and I carefully explained the entire process from procurement to wholesale, and even retail, to convey that we could not meet her request. Then, Ms. Muchiko's face turned bright red.
How dare you act all high and mighty just because I listened to you quietly? If you can't do it, just say so from the beginning.
We have been saying that, but your requests have remained unreasonable, so.
That's why we thought it would be better to talk directly once.
That's none of your business. Stop with all the excuses and just lower the price of the fish already.
Even if you say that, if it's impossible, it's impossible.
If we lower the prices any further, we won't be able to stay in business.
Heck, fine then. I'm not as soft as my father was. I'm terminating our contract and switching to imported fish. This is the end of my dealings with a RIP off supplier.
Wait, RIP off.
If I may be so bold, this is a high-end sushi restaurant, right? If you switch to imported fish, won't it affect the quality of your dishes?
So what? These days, profit is more important than quality. That's how it is, so I'm canceling the 20 million yen order for this year.
Wait, are you serious?
If that's the case, we'll sell that amount to another client. We won't be able to supply you ever again. Are you sure that's okay?
What? Are you trying to threaten me? That's perfectly fine with me. Now, get out of here, you rip-off suppliers.
With that, Ms. Michiko kicked us out of her restaurant. Upset by Michiko's extreme attitude, we complained to each other on the way back. About 2 weeks after that incident.
Hey, Lisa, you ahead, right?
Ms. Michiko, what's going on?
Oh, it's the CEO from the other day. How's the restaurant been since then?
It's far from going well.
Oh, that's good to hear. Sorry, but we don't have time to listen to you brag, so please leave.
I'm not here to brag. Lisa, I want to re-sign a contract with you.
Wait, a new contract.
Come on, as you know, we're just RAP off supplier, right? You should just contract with someone else.
Shut up. This isn't the time to be saying things like that.
Something happened, didn't it?
Yes. As soon as I switched to foreign fish, all the chefs and employees quit, and to think I've done so much for them. It's a horrible betrayal.
Well, that makes sense. I feel sorry for the craftsmen.
What do you, a mere wholesaler, know about any of this?
Look, we consider who wants what kind of fish when we procure our stock. Give foreign fish, focused only on profit, to chefs who are skilled with first-class ingredients. The more professional they are, the less they'd want to cook with it.
Fuck. But I'm the CEO, and they're just employees. Why can't they follow the CEO's orders?
It's true that everyone at your restaurant had a strong sense of professionalism, Ms. Michiko, but why did all of them quit? I don't think they'd leave just because the management policy changed. While calming Noah, who was sticking his tongue out at Ms. Michiko, I decided to ask about something that had been bothering me.
Well, I did go ahead and change the fish we were buying without saying anything.
What? You were changing the entire direction of the restaurant, and you didn't tell anyone.
Fuck. I wasn't planning to change the restaurant's concept, so there was no need to say anything.
Wait, so you were planning to run a high-end sushi restaurant using imported fish?
That's absurd. Do you realize how many extra steps in preparation it would take to match the same quality?
I wasn't planning to change the serving style either. People can't tell the difference in taste anyway, so I was going to label it as domestic fish.
Oh man, she's clueless about fish. I mean, she doesn't even understand the quality of the ingredients.
More importantly, isn't that fraud, or even a scam? No wonder anyone with a conscience would quit.
Shut up. I realized that when I saw the empty restaurant.
No, you should have realized it much sooner.
You've been so noisy this whole time.
But even if we re-sign a contract, it wouldn't solve anything, would it?
Besides, we don't have a single fish that we'd sell to someone who can't appreciate the taste.
Fuck. I want to re-sign with you to bring back the staff. Even when I tried to restart with foreign fish, no one came back.
Well, nobody wants to work at a place that openly plans to commit fraud.
It's probably already spread throughout the industry, so there's nothing you can do now.
That's why I want to re-sign with you. I'll reluctantly go back to the old ways. Then maybe the staff will come back, right?
Haha, wow, you really are unwavering. Like I said earlier, we don't have any fish to sell to a place like yours.
You shut up. I'm asking Lisa.
I'm sorry, but I agree with Noah. I have no intention of being complicit in fraud, nor can I trust someone like that. We have to decline the recontract. Ms. Michiko shared her outrageous plan and its obvious outcome. Since there's no way we could supply our products to a place like that, we politely declined, and then...
Are you kidding me? Do you understand what will happen to my business if we don't renew the contract with you? Because of you, a restaurant that has been around for 30 years is going to close down. You're in this industry and you're okay with that.
Don't blame others. You're the one responsible for ruining your precious restaurant. Any place that's resorting to fraud deserves to go out of business.
How dare you? What do you think of my restaurant?
A poor restaurant that's going to be shut down because of a clueless second-generation owner.
Ack. I'm here now to make sure that doesn't happen. Just re-sign the contract and supply 20 million yen worth of fish.
Wait, is she serious?
As I mentioned before, the canceled portion has already been sold to other clients. We can no longer supply the fish that was under your contract.
What? There are still future supplies, aren't there? Just supply those to us.
Those have already been contracted to other clients as well. We currently don't have any extra fish or capacity to supply beyond that.
Wow. Then you should have said that from the beginning. Fine, I'll wait until the contract renews. Make sure to cut ties with them and supply us next year.
Lisa, I swear, there's a giant rafflesia blooming in her brain.
Please, don't say such things. As I said earlier, we can't contract with you anymore because there's no trust between us. And I don't think you have the luxury of waiting until next year, do you?
Huh? What are you talking about? We may be struggling, but we're still a high-end sushi restaurant, you know? We still have enough leeway to hold out until next year.
I was about to give Ms. Michiko a firm warning for her selfish remarks. But it seemed she truly didn't understand, so. You haven't forgotten about paying the penalty for breaching our contract, have you?
No, it's just that.
So that's why she came at this time. She probably wanted to say that re-signing would clear the slate.
Even if we did re-sign a contract, the penalty is still a penalty, and you would have to pay it.
What? It shouldn't matter if we re-sign, right?
It does matter. It was quite a hassle to find new clients, you know.
And now we're casually suggesting we cut them off and supply you again? Business is built on relationships. You can't just change them on a whim.
The re-signing is off, so it shouldn't matter, right? And about the penalty, just wait a bit longer. I'll pay it properly.
Are you sure? Because if you don't comply, we'll have to take appropriate measures.
And what exactly do you mean by appropriate measures?
Hey, she never intended to pay, did she?
I'll take the contract to a lawyer and seek legal action.
You mean you're going to sue me?
You haven't paid what you owe, sir, obviously.
And also, we'll share this information with the Fisheries Association as a warning to others in the industry.
No way. What will happen then?
Well, at the very least, you probably won't be able to source fish from any suppliers around here.
What? Why would you do something so cruel?
Not only were you planning to run a fraudulent business, but now you're trying to dodge the penalty? Sharing this information with others in the industry seems fair, don't you think? As I said that, Michiko suddenly crouched down and,
Please, anything but that. I'm begging you.
Well, she just suddenly started bowing on the ground.
as I mentioned, it's about paying the penalty. If you pay, everything will be fine.
Could you possibly forgive the penalty too?
What are you talking about? There's no way we're letting that slide.
We don't have the funds for that right now. Our finances have hit rock bottom.
Rock bottom. But you just said you had enough to last until next year.
That was just a bluff. I was planning to find some excuse later to get out of it.
This woman, she's truly hopeless.
Then, how were you planning to pay us after renewing the contract?
I was thinking I'd find some way to cover it up until the restaurant got back on track. I'm sorry.
More fraud. You've already driven the place into the ground with that.
I really did intend to pay eventually. I just wanted to delay it a bit.
And if the restaurant didn't get back on track, what were you planning to do? You were going to default, just like you are now, weren't you?
Well,
I understand clearly now. I'll be sharing what you've done with others in the industry immediately.
why? I haven't actually defaulted on anything yet.
You were ready to default while asking to renew the contract, weren't you? You think we can just let someone like you run free?
And if you don't pay the penalty by the deadline, we will take legal action. That's all from us. We have nothing more to discuss, so please leave.
No, wait. If things stay like this, I'll have no choice but to close the restaurant. This is the restaurant I inherited from my father. I can't let it end like this.
In that case, you should close it down quickly. If you keep going, you'll end with a reputation full of dishonor.
The previous CEO treated us very well, so it's truly unfortunate it's come to this. Please, make sure you don't stray from the right path in the future.
No way. Why? How did it come to this?
And so, Ms. Michiko left, her face a mess of tears. After that, she went around to other wholesalers, bowing her head to plead. But by then, word had already spread, and no one was willing to do business with her. Soon after, Ms. Michiko's sushi restaurant closed down, leaving her with the penalty fees and other debts. In the end, she was left with a massive amount of debt that would take a lifetime to repay. Living a regret-filled, bitter life over the closure of her restaurant. As for me afterward.
The fish the fisherman gave us is truly delicious.
Yes, the sashimi is so fresh and sweet, it's absolutely delicious.
After eating something this fresh, I don't think I can go back to eating the stuff sold around here.
Some people don't seem to mind, but it looks like a lot of people feel the same way.
I mean, the first time I ate fish here, the experience was mind-blowing. I wondered what I'd been eating all this time up until then.
True, at the very least, you can't compare the fish here to what you buy at the supermarket.
I want to try shabu shabu with fresh oysters boiled in hot steak someday.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Is that a fisherman's dish?
I'm not sure. I heard you can add seaweed to it, so maybe it is.
Well, shall we try it next time we get some oysters?
Really? Woohoo. I'll follow you anywhere, Lisa.
You're always so enthusiastic. Since then, we've been back to our busy days. From the loud auctions to wholesaling to our valued customers and selling at the storefront. It's a level of busyness that could make your head spin if you let your guard down, but I enjoy the lively atmosphere here. Maybe it's because we start working before dawn, but when I see the sunrise, I sometimes find myself thinking that I'm supporting this country's fish supply, though that's not really like me. Surrounded by people who take pride in their work and blessed with great subordinates. I once again start my day working diligently from before dawn in this country. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.